Well, we are coming to the climax, and hey, when you come to Northern Region and you talk of politics in the current Northern Region, there's one Gangdu. Ayazu, there is one Gangdu. There is one political maestro. There is one who has served his party as a youth organizer before. He's also served his party and currently is the longest serving member of parliament in the whole of the Northern Region.
Make some noise!
Moses, a true son of the soil, one Dagbong is proud of. One Dagbong is proud of.
Yes.
Simpa Shalingoma. Niyetwa Shanga Biana de Moritin and Binwale. Now, when you take out a Maldra Bamba, Karikana Northern Region politics follow. Okonyo, Kanigandu.
Make some noise for Lawyer Aduna.
Honorable Haruna. Honorable Haruna.
Lawyer Aduna.
Honorable Haruna.
Lawyer Aduna.
Haruna Idrisu.
Azu. Tonana barka na ene. Eyem na tona ne kasula ne nyampalane ne chone worshina zuo ebia iyanga inganga na woni MP soko fa Ghana mulche bae kafa Ghana tengbam bae kalyab ga Ghana karatam kalanga zo katabilche se na tejilma karalamna. Excellency John Dramani Mahama, accompanied by Excellency Lordina Mahama, the fourth President of the Fourth Republic and the First Lady of the Fourth Republic. National Chairman of our great party and General Secretary, National Campaign Manager, Council of Elders present, colleague members of Parliament, colleague parliamentary candidates. My task here is a very simple one, is to introduce that one gentleman of the Republic.
Hey!
That one gentleman of the Republic. The humble giant, John Dramani Mahama. Azu! Yes, Allah Bilchima Wuya. Yes, Allah Bilchima Wuya. Akbang man Prigopolo. Be in the Bawuya, be in the Bamajire. Be in the Bawuya, Kavanula, Bamajire. And to remind, as National Chairman said, President Nana Akufo-Addo be reminded that the 2024 presidential and parliamentary election is not a coronation. It's an election that John Dramani Mahama will win. And you have no option than to hand over power to him, respecting the sovereign will of the Ghanaian people.
Make some noise.
That's all. The Canadian ye peti so we ama. Open lure me. Nabelu abu poraba. John Mahama pun lure me. 2024 election war in northern Ghana, the 5 regions of northern region. John Mahama Queen Lula Bawia Kayer Yoshene Luna. Lion no man.
Make some noise.
You know, John Dramani Mahama is coming to the presidency with unparalleled rich experience and not experiments. He's been deputy minister, vice president, acting president, and president. He will come to the presidency with a renewed sense of vigor in self-correct to right the wrongs of the past, and in particular the wrongs of Nana Addo Dankwa and Dr. Excellency John Dramani Mahama, when he cannot check a Kopao, then you took Galgala, when he cannot cut in your song, a new Excellency John Dramani. When he Nala, near is also Wuyamo, the next president of the Republic of Ghana, inshallah, comes 7th January. When he cannot. Antamale onda pumpilge shale Gambaga wale Gambaga na kwandure bunkurugu solla mune yankana tamale
Nam
Ayesu Excellency John Dramani Mahama mune yankana kacharpune na bunkurugu kabanye kosong enyu mbo kabanda masire ne ban kwamti na nam kabna ba yit be yara solla kabana Ayesu and Excellency John Dramani Mahama, when he comes to the presidency, we all know what the country is going through. A country in crisis, a nation in crisis, admitted even by Nana Addo Dankwa that is in crisis, is an admission of failure. The savior is coming. Excellency John Dramani.
Thank you.
He comes to the presidency at a critical stage of our national life to save the country from state capture and to save the country from the existential threat to our democracy and our well-being. He comes to it working on 3 important hallmarks. Compassion. He comes to it with compassion. And he comes to the presidency with judgment. Malia Shile, oye Yusunama.
Hey!
You're Yusunama.
Hey!
Oye Yusunama.
Hey!
It is now my prime pleasure and singular honor to invite the next president of the Republic.
Wave your flag! Wave your flag!
Wave your hands in the air! Let me see 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 your hands in the air! Wave your flag! Wave your
With him is over 70 MPs here today. Let us give the MPs a shout out. All the MPs who are here, we are grateful for your presence.
Kabay, Ayezu, Your Excellency, President John Dramani Mahama, the leader and the flag bearer of the great NDC. Colleagues, let me also stand on existing protocol to address you. Let me start by saying that on behalf of the NDC Minority Caucus in Parliament, we extend our warm greetings to all of you here in Tamale. Comrades, ladies and gentlemen, our country is in a mess, a gargantuan mess, a big fat mess. In fact, Ghana is in trouble. This Akufo-Addo and Bawumia government has been a monumental failure. It has been 8 good years of lies, and more lies. 8 years of impunity and lawlessness, 8 years of recklessness and cruelessness. It has been 8 years of no jobs and joblessness, 8 years of no hope and hopelessness, 8 years of hardship, misery and ahwechero, 8 years of taxes and more tax, 8 years of borrowing, more borrowing, and in fact over borrowing, 8 years of illegal printing of money at the Bank of Ghana, 8 years of illegality, 8 years of wastage, 8 years of non-performance, 8 years of poor governance, 8 years of massive uncontrolled corruption, 8 years of state capture, family and friends, and arrogance of power. Ladies and gentlemen, I have heard some Ghanaians say that they are not interested in politics and that they are not going to vote. But let me say, I bet you that you will have a change of mind if you are aware that indeed 11.5 million Ghanaians, representing 33.3% of our people, have been thrown out into extreme poverty due to the bad governance of President Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Bawumia. I bet you will have a change of mind if you are aware that 8.4 million Ghanaians, representing 24.5% of our people, went without food in the year 2023 within a period of 24 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, I bet you will change your mind if you are aware that 2 million Ghanaians are facing acute food and nutrition insecurity, and this is according to the Ghana Statistical Service and the World Bank. You will be sure to note that 35% of our people, particularly youth unemployment, is such that 35% of our people are unemployed, and that 1.9 million of our youth are idling with no work, no training, and no education. And this again is according to the Ghana Statistical Service. Ladies and gentlemen, I bet you will have a change of mind and you will not say that again if you are aware that out of the 33 million Ghanaians, only about 22 million of our people are jobless, and that 2 out of every 3 Ghanaians are jobless. In fact, you will be surprised to know that 4.5 million of our people have completely given up in the search of jobs because of frustration. Ladies and gentlemen, I bet you will not make that statement again if you are aware that 50% of Ghanaian doctors are now working abroad due to poor working conditions, obviously because this government has failed. And this again is according to the Ghana Human Development Report. Ladies and gentlemen, that statement that I will not be voting because this government has failed, I beg to say that you have a change of mind if you are aware that this NPP government borrowed and overborrowed and have made Ghana bankrupt and insolvent to the extent that even pensioners were forced to accept crude haircuts, and that the Bank of Ghana is today bankrupt and policy insolvent, and that the Ghana Cocoa Board has actually collapsed and the cocoa sector is actually collapsing, and almost all state-owned enterprises are also collapsing. Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, let me say that with this poor scorecard of President Akufo-Addo and Alhaji Bawumia, I want to use this opportunity to call on you, fellow countrymen and women, that this is a call to duty. You cannot sit on the fence. We owe Ghana a joint effort and a communal labor to rescue our dear country. Thank you. Ghana for Ahuchera Badodo. Amani Resai, Amani Rukolechu, Damepada Mitutu Sramoinde, Mon join NDC, Niam Francis Apapebi, Yam Fambro Manimu, Baby Oman Rokon, Ayahumato, and Kankanem Brante, Etibani Yomanimu, Siken Yomanimu, Edumen Yomanimu, Bebre Wuana Wada, Dayatutu Sramoinde, Mombramba Kayaho, Niam Faubani, Yam Fonko Baby able to the Ghana for Yadamasi Bebre.
Make some noise for Honorable Dr. Altofosin. We are gradually getting to the climax of today's program, and this is the time
for my boss, the Chief Executive Officer of the great NDC, to speak. This is the time for the General Secretary, the General Secretary, the General Secretary, the General Secretary, hey, the General Secretary of the NDC to speak. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the Honorable Fifi Fiabe Kwete. Hey, thank you.
Thank you, Honorable.
The proud son of Baṭṭle from Northern Region, Fifi Kote.
Eza, NDC, Joe, Bodo, MFA. Thank you very much. I want to begin by acknowledging the flag bearer of this great party, the former president and the incoming president of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, and the running mates. And I want to stand on all protocols to thank every single one of you gathered here, and all millions of Ghanaians who are listening to us today. First, let me begin by thanking the Northern Regional Executives who have worked very hard to make this program a reality, and also to salute the planning committee at the national level that worked very closely with these executives to make sure that today's program has become such a great program. Our beloved country, Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana, is on her knees. Kwame Nkrumah's Ghana is at an all-time low, and all who love this country, and I believe millions of you listening to us, love this beautiful country. Therefore, I want to make a call to you. December 7 is not a battle between the NDC and the NPP. No. Please listen to me carefully. December 7 is not a battle between NDC and NPP. No. December 7 is a battle between those who love Ghana and those who do not love Ghana. December 7 is a battle that calls all who want the good of Ghana to rally to make sure that NPP is defeated. And that means even members of the NPP. Because I believe that there are still many people in the NPP who know that what has happened over the last 8 years under Nana Akufo-Addo and Bawumia has been nothing short of the total disgrace and destruction of our country. And I'm making this appeal to you, patriotic members of the NPP, and I know and I see some of you. You need to come together with the good people of Ghana to ensure that Nana Akufo-Addo, Bawumia, Napo are disgraced and defeated on December 7.
Hey!
It is important for your own party, because you need to rescue your party. I don't have a lot of great things to say about your party, but at least I do know that in 8 years of President Kufuor, we did not see this level of destruction. We don't see this level of disgrace. We don't see this level of deception, of total decay of our country. So therefore, it means that there are many of you in the NPP who know what is right. And you need to rally together with the good people of Ghana to ensure that this darkness comes to an end, that this decay comes to an end, that this disgrace comes to an end, that this shamelessness comes to an end. Come December 7. Comrades, if NPP is not defeated on December 7, what we'll be doing is letting them believe that you can destroy a country
to any degree. You can corrupt a country to any degree. You can steal and make yourself rich at the expense of the people of Ghana. You can cause suffering to the people of Ghana. Desperation and hopelessness to our young people who today want to leave this country in drove. NPP will believe that you can do any of that and still win an election. And if that happens on December 7, this country is gone. This country is gone. If you allow NPP to still win after 8 years of this suffering, this disgrace, this total destruction of our country. So therefore, on December 7, it is a battle between Ghana versus NPP. It is not NDC versus NPP, it is Ghana versus NPP.
Yes.
And they must go on December 7. We know the level of destruction that has happened. And we know that President John Dramani Mahama, who definitely will win through your help and your support, come December 7, is not going to have an easy job come January 7, 2025. Now let me tell you why there is hope. John Dramani Mahama is coming from a great tradition. First and foremost, a president who has been inspired by the founder of our country, Kwame Nkrumah. And he's coming from that tradition of a great founder who established this country and built this country, that this country has become a place of pride. John Dramani Mahama is inspired by Jerry John Rawlings, who in 1982 took this country from a place of collapse, a place where this country was on its knees, and together with young patriots started the process that lifted this country, built the infrastructure, and set us on a path of honor and respect again.
Indeed, we have a good history.
John Dramani Mahama is inspired by Atta Mills, a great president who in 2009 met very great challenges in the economy of Ghana. Inflation was hitting almost 20%. The CD had depreciated by over 20%. Our gross domestic reserves had totally collapsed. Our banking sector was in crisis. Deficit was at an all-time high. But through deeds of hard work, through humility, selflessness, and love for country, John Dramani Mahama assisted Prof. Mills to set this country out of that difficulty and start a process that has led to 8 years of great achievement for our country. Therefore, John Dramani Mahama comes from a tradition that knows how to resolve problems. If Ghana is in crisis today, there is no one you can trust to deliver than the NDC, whose record of taking this country from crisis and setting it on a path of prosperity. Without doubt. But let me tell you, taking out NPP is not going to be easy. Comrades of the NDC and fellow Ghanaians, it's not going to be easy taking them out. The reason is simple. They know that once they are out, this time around, punishment will follow them. They know that they will be prosecuted. They know that their corruption, their greed, their destruction of the country will be punished.
Yes.
And because of that, they are going to do everything possible to steal the power from you. So therefore, we need to be extra dedicated. We need to make sure in every polling station, every single one of you is ready to work hard. Open your eyes and ensure that nothing goes wrong. And ensure that the collection of our results, and we assure you, we will make sure that happens. Ezu, the job ahead is not an easy job, but we promise you we shall deliver it. All we need of you is to come out to your numbers and ensure that you vote against the darkness that has engulfed our country, the shame that has engulfed our country, the destruction that has happened to our country. And we believe that that you will help us to achieve that. And once you do, you trust that we will restore this country again like we have done in the past. We have that history of being nation builders. We have that history of being people who love Ghana, who work hard to make sure we lift our country when things are down. Comrades, there's a lot of hard work ahead of us. I want to use the opportunity to thank our 137 members of parliament who continue to work hard on our behalf. I want to single out my brother Samuel Okujeto Ablakwa for the dedicated work he continues to do.
Hey!
We need more patriots, more people who love our country, who are ready to ensure that the hard work gets done. I want to thank our regional chairman and all the executives through the constituencies down to the branches. I want to tell you that your hard work has been great, but it's a 4.5 months to go. Let's finish hard and ensure that we do this for the sake of our country, for the sake of our children, for the sake of our children's children.
Hey!
And I'm sure we can. Nobinyo akpenami. Miato votato akpenami kata. Edogara langogbenami. Tami blaliji. Ala babiento miamba Ghana to koya echochronga ndemi machitrio. Tamiawe doga. Miawe bedonda. Miamba kuti kuku egbegbagere miawo. Akpenami. Thank you. Thank you.
Akpe. Thank you, General Secretary.